Hi, this is Scott Sierzenga with the Western Herald, beat reporter for the Western Michigan University girls volleyball team. Volleyball team beat Ohio and Kent State last weekend at home. 2 big wins. They look this weekend to play at home against Toledo and Ball State. They play Ball State on Friday. Ball State is 10-13. They are 3-7 in the MAC. The Broncos beat Ball State last year, earlier this season in Ball State, 3-0. They beat Toledo 3-1 earlier this season also. Toledo's 14-8 though, with a 5-5 record in the conference. Caitlin Strimmel came off a big performance last weekend with 51 total digs. She was named MAC West Defensive Player of the Week. And now we'll talk to head coach Colleen Munson and a couple of the players. Okay, this is Michelle Moore with the Western Michigan University volleyball team. You had 2 big wins this weekend, and a lot of times when you have big wins like that, your team, you get really fired up. And do you ever worry? Were there any talks about maybe worried about letting your guard down, or being over fired up and then taking all the momentum and it's just one big kind of collapse? Was there any talk about that, like guarding against it this week?
There's definitely no talks about getting too much momentum and then letting that go, because we couldn't play scared. And one of our biggest, I think, attributes is that we are confident, and going to every game, we know how important momentum is, and so we want to go in thinking that we're going to win and use that momentum. So no thought in our heads came, we never thought that we were going to just lose the momentum and then just fall and, do horrible.
Yeah, it's just because sometimes, teams will come after a big win and then the next week they'll come out flat.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
No, I think because of our loss the week before, we just knew that there's no way we're going to let that happen again. So the momentum was there because we just wanted to do so much better, and we were so excited to play.
After next Thursday, that would have been like 8 of the last 10 at home. How important has this home stretch been for you guys in order to gain momentum and confidence and as well wins in the conference for you?
I think it's extremely important. To beat Ohio, which is the #1 team in the MAC, coming from 2 losses to, Buffalo and Akron are great teams, but the win against Ohio it just made our season. Of course we're gonna, reach for higher, but it was a big win, and I can't even explain it because we needed it so much to help us boost our confidence. So.
Will you talk about what winning a game like that does for your confidence? Can you just see it in all the players in practice?
Yeah, it just changed our whole mentality. We have this focus in us that wasn't there before, and we kind of lost sight of that. So I think that win just helped us to refocus. I think we refocused after the loss, actually, before the win, and we just knew that we were going to win, and so we're just carrying that momentum on to the rest of our season. You're getting semi-close to breaking the MAC record in kills. Is that in the back of your mind when you guys are playing these games? Or obviously you're going to put the team first and you want to win, but when you reach a major milestone like that, that's got to be sitting in the back of your mind a little bit. I do think it's a major milestone, but honestly, when I come out and play, I'm not thinking I need to break this record. I can't. I think I'm already focusing on my back row and my front row play. I couldn't focus on anything else because it just would not work.
Sam, you guys have a nice little home stretch coming up, and you've just played a few games at home. How important has this been moving forward in the conference, gathering wins and momentum?
It's especially important, especially since we're starting to dwindle down toward the end of our season. Going into MAC tournament, you want to carry that momentum with you, and I think the second half is just about making a statement and proving to the rest of the conference that we're going to win this thing.
On the road, it can be kind of hard on the bodies and the psyche. When you're playing at home, is it almost kind of like a good relaxation thing? Not relaxation because you're still working hard, but it's got to make you more comfortable heading towards the end of the season.
It's definitely a good breath just of relaxation, like you said, because you don't have to worry about all the logistical things like packing and what time you have to be where, and it's just a good homey feeling, and our fans are great and they definitely help contribute. And overall, I think everybody on campus is good, professors, students, employees.
How important was that win over Ohio for you guys? I can just see it on your guys' faces, you know, it's just, you guys look a lot like really happy and excited. How much confidence does this give you guys moving forward and momentum?
It gives a lot. After Akron and Buffalo, I hate to say those words, but we needed a big confidence boost, and Ohio and Kent State did that for us because they're very, very good teams, and for us to show not just everybody else but ourselves that we can do it and we're not going to let one weekend tear us down or set us back was big for just internally ourselves.
Obviously, it's hard to, you know, juggle between playing a lot and then coming in certain situations. How hard is it to adjust to coming in a big situation with a good serve and a good set of serves? Like how big is it? How stressful, but how do you prepare for that?
I look at it as serving is my only job. That's all I have to worry about, is go in and serve and get a couple digs. And really, it's a lot less pressure than being a setter because I don't have to worry about anything else other than serving. And especially at home, it's a lot easier because everybody's behind you, so you just really feel the support.
Okay, thanks a lot. What a big weekend for your team this weekend. A big win over Kent State and Ohio. Is there any concerns amongst the coaching staff that after a big win, you know, the team might just come out flat this weekend?
No, not with these girls. We've had a great week of practice so far, and they've felt the level of play, you know, raised, and they know that their confidence is what is carrying them through, and it's the resiliency. They're very resilient in that we see something happen in practice that doesn't go their way, and they're able to bounce back because of how they're feeling over the weekend.
After playing a majority of their games earlier this season on the road, after this Thursday, I believe you will have played 8 of your last 10 games at home. Can you talk about a sense of comfort and almost like, is it a sort of break, and how important is it for your team to get wins at home heading towards the end of the season?
Well, we're very comfortable playing at home. We love our fans, and we love the camaraderie that we feel before the match, during the match, and after the match with our fans. So that's something the girls look forward to. Obviously, you've done the math. I haven't even looked at it from that perspective. I know who we play next, and that's all I know. But we are home for the next couple, you know, matches, and that's really important to the success of our program here, where we're at right now in this part of the season.
Yeah, we are nearing the end of the season. Is there going to be? Are you going to look to substitute girls a little more frequently to try and get everyone a little more? I don't know, shake the rust off a little bit heading in towards the MAC tournament and so on and so forth?
No, we don't look at it from that perspective. We know that everyone's ready. Need be. The people on the bench have been working hard in practice and they're ready to go in. But we're going to take it one play at a time, literally 1 point at a time, and to see what our needs are for the moment.
It's a long season. Yeah. There's long traveling trips. Is there any concern that freshmen might be starting to hit fatigue pretty soon towards the end of the season?
No, we won't let them. They're not allowed. No, it is a long season, and I think that's the maturation process where they have to understand that we do play year-round and we do prepare for this in our off-season. They haven't lived through an off-season yet, but we're getting through October here, and the fun's just beginning.